Hi, good people. I hope that you're fine and that God has kept you safe. This is your brother, Ishmael Mbithi, and once again, I would like to talk to men. Hi, brothers. Hi, brothers. Mkopoa, this is for you. Now, in my previous video, I talked about the reasons as to why men are having prostate issues, especially prostate tissue enlargement. We discussed a lot, and clearly we saw that it is because of high levels of insulin and also high levels of DHT, dihydrotestosterone. And we clearly saw that all these are coming as a result of insulin, high amounts of insulin in the system. All right, high amounts of insulin in the system due to obesity, due to insulin resistance, and also due to metabolic syndrome. We also mentioned something about the protein that is produced by the liver called sex hormone binding globulin, SHBG. We saw its role. It regulates the sex hormones. It supplies them as per the need. And now today, I would want us to look at some of the reasons, some of the other reasons as to why you need to cut your weight, the obesity. Why you need to cut your weight, why you need to work on obesity, why you need to burn that fat, why you need to burn that extra calorie, why you need to shed weight, why you need to tackle obesity with a lot of seriousness. So obesity is very dangerous, and I hope you are finding something to do about it. Now, there is an enzyme called aromatase. The work of this enzyme in men, it converts testosterone into estrogen. Yeah, remember the dominant hormone in men is testosterone, and the dominant hormone in women is estrogen. So this aromatase enzyme converts testosterone into estrogen, into forms of estrogen like estradiol and also estrogen. Estron and estradiol. This aromatase enzyme can be found in the testes, can be found in the placenta, can be found in the ovaries, and also some portion can be found in the brain, but smaller quantities. Let me narrow myself down into men. So the moment you are, and also this aromatase is found in the adipose tissue, the fat tissue. But the more you gain a lot of weight, the more you grow fat. Fat increases the activity of this enzyme. In other words, when you gain a lot of fat, fat will catalyze the activity of this enzyme aromatase. So what will happen is more testosterone will be converted into estrogen, and therefore you are going to start having characteristics of a woman. In short, you are being converted into a woman because more of testosterone is getting converted into estrogen. That is when you are going to have symptoms like you are going to grow boobs, what we call gynecomastia. Men who are having boobs, it is because of high levels of estrogen in their system. There are others who have big hips and buttocks. It is because of high levels of estrogen in their system. There are others who have low libido, low sex drive, loss of sexual appetite. There are others who are having depression. There are others who are having erectile dysfunction, ED, the inability to attain an erection or to maintain an erection. Others are having delayed ejaculation. Others are having premature ejaculation. Those who have been nicknamed 1 minute man, it is because of low levels of testosterone and higher levels of estrogen because of fat. That fat has converted a lot of testosterone into estrogen. Others have loss of muscle mass. Some of the men are having very weak muscles, very weak bones, very weak muscles and bones. They are susceptible to even having arthritis, yeah, decreased bone density. These are some of the effects of high levels of estrogen and also low levels of testosterone. So fat is very dangerous. Fat is very dangerous. Very, very. So having that belly fat is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. You are going to be converted into a woman. Yeah. You are going to have characteristics of a female and yet you are a man. There is something that I've just forgotten. That men who have high levels of estrogen because of testosterone conversion into estrogen have problems with emotional intelligence. They are unable to manage emotions. They have anger issues. They are unable to control themselves emotionally. They are very weak emotionally. So these are all effects of high levels of testosterone. And do you know why? Because of obesity. So when you are growing that belly fat, when you are taking that beer, when you are taking that alcohol, remember we said beer has a lot of fat. Beer has a lot of fat, and increase in fat in your body will lead to more activities of the aromatase enzyme. So if you want to boost testosterone, then cut weight, lose that belly fat. Enjoy sunlight because vitamin D will come from sunlight. When you expose yourself to sunlight, you are going to get vitamin D. And vitamin D is very good in the manufacture of testosterone. Then ensure that you have healthy diet. Watu wakule vizuri. Adequate sleep. At least 7 to 9 hours a day. It's enough. Enjoy good sleep. Exercise. We have so many exercises. Compound exercise, squats, and a gym. These are the ways of increasing or boosting testosterone. The other thing is enjoy fatty meats. Fatty meat, nyama ambayo iko na mafuta. Fatty meat is very, very important. Intermittent fasting. Fasting is very important because you give digestive system a break to destroy damaged cells and all that. Cold shower is very important. Cold shower is very important. And lastly but not the least, men. One of the factors that decrease the levels of testosterone is stress. Stress and depression. They really lower the levels of testosterone. So you should come up with strategies of coping with the stress. Coping with the stress. So men, we need men who have quality seeds. We don't want men who have low sperm count as a result of low levels of testosterone. Guard your seed. Avoid risky behaviors. Guard and protect your seed. Shed that belly fat. Work on that obesity. Overcome insulin resistance. Because when you have insulin resistance, obesity is there, much of testosterone is going to be converted into estrogen, and you are going to have all the characteristics that I have just mentioned. We will continue having these kind of conversations, and I hope we will help one another. This is Ishmael Mbithi, the founder and the CEO of a CBO called Mtumishi Health Detox. Thank you so much, and God bless you.